Good evening. Hello, hello. Good evening welcome to another edition of No Plays All Sports Talk, episode 93, I believe. I am your fabulous host, yours truly, Miss Ballin D. Must say good evening to the better half of No Plays All Sports Talk, Mr. Chicago's finest, Mr. Kev Ray. What's up, Kev?
Hey, Ballin, how the heck are you?
I'm fabulous, man. I'm feeling good. It's a hump day Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'm feeling great, man. It's burning up outside. I feel hydrated though, and
I like it, but you know what? It's gonna be a little hotter next week.
Yeah, I saw that.
We're gonna get to the dog days of the summer coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, it's okay.
But how your overall your health?
I'm doing better. My energy is slowly but surely coming back. Of course, recovering from COVID for the second time.
Right.
But I'm on the right track, man. I'm recovering. I'm blessed. I'm here, and I'm feeling good. Our Las Vegas Aces are in action tonight, and basketball is coming to Las Vegas as of tomorrow. I couldn't be happier, brother.
Well, what do you mean?
The NBA
Summer League. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just wondering because I know we're gonna have some super great guests coming
as
up.
always, of course.
But I was wondering if you was going to even show up today. I thought maybe you was going to the WNBA game.
I'm going to certainly be on my way. We may have to cut the show a little early. Of course, our Las Vegas Aces, they are in action tonight. A big night for them. They're hosting their Heroes of the Night. Of course, they are showing salute to all of our servicemen and women who make so many sacrifices. So they'll be in action showing them some love tonight. Doors open at 6 p.m. They're actually open right now. Game time tip-off is 7 p.m. over at the Michelob Ultra Arena, taking on Sabrina Ionescu and the New York Liberty. Our Aces, we need to win. I don't know if you saw our last game, Kev, but we got our butts handed to us, literally.
But it's expected during the season.
Eventually,
right?
it has to come, So we are approaching All-Star break. Of course, the All-Star weekend is happening this weekend in your hometown of Chi-Town in Chicago. Of course, we are sending 4 Las Vegas Aces players to the WNBA All-Star game, as well as our head coach, Miss Becky Hammond. She's going to be coaching Team Wilson. So an exciting time. The Chicago Sky, they lost earlier, which is great news for our Las Vegas Aces because of the Commissioner Cup standing and what's going on with that. They are currently tied, so it's going to be the Las Vegas Aces versus the Chicago Sky for the Commissioner's Cup. The question now is, where are they going to be playing? We want them to play here in Las Vegas, of course, but if our Aces keep playing like crap, the game will be in Chi-Town in Chicago. So make sure if you're not doing anything tonight, tune in, and you still got some time. You make your way over to Michelob Ultra Arena to catch our Las Vegas Aces live in action tonight.
So this is a must-win?
It is a must-win, absolutely.
From this point on?
We should say that. We should expect that for sure.
Yeah. But wouldn't it be a great story to send Candace out of the league? We know this is her last year playing in the somewhat finals, right?
So what are you saying?
Sometimes things are written.
Well, the All-Star game is in her hometown in Chicago. You want her to also play for the cash money in Chicago as well? You being greedy, Kev, right?
No,
come on
I'm
now.
Just saying it could be her year. It could be the year, that she shine and do her thing.
Well, if I've already prepaid for my ticket here, so I need the game to be here.
And that's my girl. I mean, I love Kelsey.
You know what? Speaking of Kelsey, if I go out to one more event and someone calls me and says, Ballin, come here. I'm like, what? Next time you see Kelsey Plum, you tell her. And I'm like, I'm not really. You go to a game and tell her yourself.
Right, okay.
Everyone is in love with the princess Kelsey Plum.
She's the princess.
She is beautiful. Yes. She is beautiful. Got a great show lined up, man. We got about 60 minutes or so to talk about a lot of hot topics that's happening right now in the world of sports. Of course, we got some great guests. There's this huge 3-point contest that's going to be coming to town this weekend, and you have a chance to win up to $25,000 if you can shoot that thing like Steph Curry.
Can I, Joey? Can I?
Can you shoot?
No.
Oh, well, why are you going to waste our time?
No, I can't shoot threes. I can shoot layups.
Okay, no, that's not going to get you. Okay.
I shoot my threes like Russell Westbrook do.
Do you do the granny underhand or do you, well, what does your form look like?
Oh, no, I'm over the top.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Now, my grandfather tried to tell me to shoot that way on the free throw line because he was a coach. But anyway, that's a different story.
Real quick, of course, we do have to, talk about world events that's happening. kudos to everyone who celebrated the 4th of July weekend over the weekend on Monday, and however you celebrated that, whatever your definition of it was, hope you and your family had a great time to fellowship.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, man, something more serious. The families affected in the once again senseless mass shooting that happened outside of Chicago, man, outside of your hometown, your stomping grounds, man, and 8 people. Believe it was 7 people.
7.
Tragically lost their lives. The gunman has been arrested and is in custody. But just another senseless conversation that we're having again.
It's
sickening.
Okay, so let's get it straight. It's not in Chicago. A lot of people want to say it's in Chicago. It's about 30 miles outside of Chicago.
Okay.
In a very nice area.
Okay.
Nice area. Like, believe me, I don't want to say something. Michael Jordan lived there.
Maybe an unexpected area of this sort would happen.
When Michael lived in Chicago, he lived there.
Okay. Gotcha.
That house that's for sale that Michael still sold
is in the same area.
Is in that town.
Okay, gotcha.
They filmed Ferris Bueller Day Off there. They filmed what's the movie where the little kid said, Home Alone. They filmed that movie there. You see what I'm saying?
So it's not in the suburbs of Chicago.
It's far north suburbs of Chicago. Yeah.
Nonetheless, doing a 4th of July parade, this incident happened. And again, the bottom line is we're having this conversation of, again, senseless shooting and 7 people gone and lost their lives because someone,
I don't know if you've seen the parents that the father fell on the baby, 2 years old. Mom and dad both got shot. Now
disturbing images.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So prayers up to, all those that, were affected with that situation.
Would you call that a domestic terrorist? Yeah.
Whatever it is that you have to lock him up, throw away the key. No. That's what you call it. Yeah.
But anyway, don't get me, because you're about to give me ball. I'm about to get started.
Yeah.
Trying to be good on the show.
Yeah. I feel you, brother. Some things just, you have to, hard conversations we have to have, unfortunately, and that's world news. We gotta have it, man. Gotta have the conversation.
Yeah. Them thugs.
Yeah. There it is.
Them gang members. Yeah.
The young man that was shot 60 times and still was apprehended. I'm like, his body is lifeless. Like, why are you
still shooting lead at him? But anyway. Can you introduce the show?
Real quick.
Tell them what we got going here. Come on,
Absolutely. Make sure you stay connected with us. About to get carried right loose. Make sure you follow us on all our social media platforms and stay connected with everything that we have going on with No Plays All Sports Talk. Of course, each and every Wednesday, we give you 60 minutes of the hottest sports, entertainment, and community news. But, of course, a lot happens on a daily basis in the sports world, so we can't talk about everything in our 60 minutes. But if you stay connected with us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook and Instagram at No Plays All Sports Talk, and on Twitter at @plays_off, you can stay connected with everything that happens in the world of sports. Connected with No Plays All Sports Talk, we have some great conversations. We have some great debates. We do some ticket giveaways. We do some community events as well. So again, follow us on all of our social media platforms. No Plays All Sports Talk on Facebook and Instagram, and again, plays_off on Twitter. If you'd like to follow me directly on my Twitter, I am doing a lot of tweeting nowadays as well. You can follow me at Miss Ballin D on Twitter as well. If you want to join the conversation, 702-608-3259 is the phone number. We encourage you to download our free network, the Gorilla Cross Network. You can stay connected
free
24 hours a day. It is absolutely free. You can download it from the Apple Store, your Google Play Store. You can stay connected with everything that happens at the Gorilla Cross Network. Again, it is absolutely free 99.
Yeah.
Got to show some love going out to our guy, Jose, man. Straight Bet Sports.
That was pretty good.
He's back on the network, and he had a great show previously before us. So shout out to our guy, Mr. Jose.
Straight Bet.
Yes, sir. Let's get right into it, man. We got some great guests that are joining us on the show. It's been a couple weeks since we had some guests, but these individuals, man, this young lady, you talk about grassroots basketball in Las Vegas, and soon as she appeared and we did a little sound check, you were like, I know her. Quan was like, she looks very familiar. Yes, she is a very familiar face to the Las Vegas basketball
see if she remember me,
community, man. She pounds the pavement, and she's going to be getting a very special award. She's going to be honored doing the NBA Summer League. Well deserved. I'll let her give all those details. But nonetheless, we're going to welcome to No Plays All Sports Talk, episode 93. It's my girl, man. My sis, Miss Valerie Brown of Hoops Hospitality. What's up, Val? How you doing, sugar?
What's up? How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
What, you in your limo?
Yeah, no, not yet. That's coming. It's coming.
That's right. Speak that into. So, Val, real quick, I know your time is very short. You
Expensive anyway with the gas anyway. So I got the Accord. Got it real cheap right now.
Hey, you may need to stick to Ubering, man. I don't know.
Right?
So I know your time is limited. You know, you got a lot of things that's going on, and then we got a chance to grab you and talk about this big event that's happening this weekend, as well as some great things that you have going on when you talk about bringing some events to Las Vegas. So we're also real quick going to get join our other guest who's going to be joining us that you're going to be partnering with for this weekend. Mr. Raphael Peterson is also joining us on No Plays Out Sports Talk. Good evening to you, Mr. Peterson. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing outstanding. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
Mr.
Thank you all for joining us.
It's a pleasure to have you, sir.
Oh, well, thank you guys so much, guys and girls. I really appreciate being on to talk about this wonderful event. And I love it. I love the show. I love the energy. And I love you guys talking about what happened in Chicago. And because I'm right here in Detroit. So you're not too far away from me, Kev.
Yeah, I feel you.
So real quick, Mr. Raphael, we kind of know Val and her backstory and the things that she do and kind of her resume. But for you, you're a familiar face. You're a guest here in our hometown, and you're definitely going to be splashing with some cash this weekend. So just tell Las Vegas, give us a little introduction in regards to who you are, where you come from, and the actually events that you have. It's called My J Supreme 3-Point Contest. Let's talk about that.
Yes. So, like you said, it's called My J Supreme 3-Point Competition. It's the first national 3-point competition of its kind that's going to run through 8 cities with one stop that is there in Las Vegas for the first round. But we will also have a finale back in Las Vegas in September for the $25,000 giveaway. So this weekend, you can win $1,000 and you'll have an opportunity to compete in the regional round. If you win the regional, then you come back to Vegas for the $25,000 winner take all. And this competition is for 18 and over, girls and guys.
Okay.
No pros, just regular Joes. So that could be anybody. It could be a lifeguard, somebody who worked for Uber Eats. It could be somebody who worked for Walmart, or a former person who played high school basketball, but life got in the way and maybe they just had to do what they had to do to make their life great, and they lost their little basketball career. So this gives them that moment of glory to get in this competition, all for a great cause.
I like that, man.
So you just gave a whole lot of details, but my co-host here, he got very distracted. You have some interesting things in your background back there, man. And Kev can't seem to focus on what the conversation is.
I'm looking at them drinks back there, man.
Well, so what I'm sitting in my basement, and the bar you see behind me is actually a bar that I built by day. One of my trades, I'm a licensed builder.
Wow,
but also
that's beautiful, dude.
It represents we do a podcast, a friend of mine called State Champions Podcast. So this is our home away from home right here in my basement, and we shoot it right here. So I built this bar because with our motto with State Champions Podcast, we say it's always a celebration.
That's right.
So we're always toasting to something good, whether it's somebody in the community, ourselves, family, friends, or just a great person in the community. That's what we do.
That's what's up, man. Kev himself, you guys have some great things in common. Not only are you, got that East Coast thing and Midwest thing, but Kev, he's built his own locker room in his garage as well. That is, man, it is pretty dope.
Yeah, that's hey, dude. I'm gonna get you. What is your podcast again? I was trying to get my pen.
State Champions Podcast.
State, is it SATE? State?
Yep.
Okay.
State Champions.
Got you.
So back in the day, I played a little basketball here in Detroit, and we were 3-time state champions, and in the late 80s, and we were the only public school team to ever do that in the history of Michigan high school basketball. So we were pretty good in my heyday. So it's just great to be able to sit down with a great friend of mine and have these conversations like you guys have here on your show.
So you and Valerie out here are, kind of partnering up for this event. How did the relationship between you all kind of come together and foster?
Wow, that relationship, it was like a match made in heaven. One of my great friends who originally from Detroit, he lives out in Vegas now.
Nice.
And as a matter of fact, his son just got drafted by the Dallas Mavericks.
Wow.
Go, Jaden.
Jaden. Okay.
Jaden, yeah.
You already know,
So-
Jaden.
So Jaden, his dad introduced me and Valerie. We were at an event, and he said, "This is the lady you need on the ground to do that grassroots effort." And we met, we clicked, and of course, everything is going outstanding. I'm just happy to hear. I'm just hearing that she's getting this award coming up. I didn't hear anything about it.
I didn't tell you. I thought I told
No.
you.
Breaking news.
No, you did not.
I didn't have a chance. I just keep working. You know
That's
how I
right.
am.
So speaking of this big award, Val, you know, you do a lot of things when it comes to grassroots basketball here in Las Vegas. You work directly with the Vegas Elite Basketball Club, which is one of the very elite AAU programs here locally. I mean, we can count on how many hands of the NBA players that have been drafted from that program within the last couple years or so. But you do a lot of great things when it comes to basketball, and you're receiving a special award that's going to be given to you from the NBA, a very exclusive award. Let's talk about the award you're going to be getting. That is kind of, we always talk about moments on our show, her story moments. This is kind of a her story moment for you as well, because it's kind of the award that's going to be one of a kind.
Yeah, so I received a call from a lady that kind of runs the NBA Summer League. She's been around for a long time, and basically was like, "Hey, I thought you were going to be gone the 1st through the 14th because this live period I was supposed to be in South Carolina for some other, live period events, and I ended up not going." And I said, "Well, actually, I'm going to be here." So July 12th, she said that they are presenting me a coach's award for the first time to somebody that's a non-coach for contributing to our kids and players and parents in this community. So I'm kind of excited. I haven't had an award since like 3rd grade for like attendance or something. So it's, I don't know, kind of cool.
That's what's up.
Hey, Ms. Brown, is your window down?
No, I turned my air on because it's 110.
Oh,
It's 105. No, I just turned it off. You're good.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to catch.
I don't want to see you sweat. I don't want to see you sweat.
You know what it is, Kev? I'm ready to see you like shoot these baskets on Saturday. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I'd be out the first round.
That's okay. That's okay. Come show yourself.
I tell the truth.
It's all in fun. It's all in fun. So Val, how did you get involved?
Video of it.
How'd you get involved, Val, with the programs such as the grassroots programs? I mean, you go all over, nationwide with these events, and if there's a tournament in town and you want to know and you want to get your team and you want to get involved, you're directed to contact Valerie. How did you get involved with the whole AAU grassroots programs?
So it started, I played a long time ago. I won't tell you how long ago, but back in the day, back in Oregon, I moved out here in 93. I have children. I started, and I played basketball, of course, but I started coaching a little bit through, NJB and stuff for my son, just for a couple of little seasons. And then my cousin is actually Troy Brown, who plays for now the Lakers.
The Los Angeles Lakers, yes.
Just transferred from Chicago by way of Washington. So I, of course, was at all his games, like middle school, high school, and all that. So I just kind of got a lot of kids that were like, "Hey, Miss Valerie, can you do this video?" And I kind of started just doing like little highlight videos for fun, just for the heck of it. Started out with like a couple hundred followers, and then now I'm up to, I don't know, 7,000 or something. I don't know.
Wow.
But anyway, that's how I got into it. And then I met like Dino Stragonis. I met Brian Sitter. I met Gary Charles, Grant Rice. I've kind of just been in the circle, and it's just kind of developed. I've been with Vegas Elite now going on 4 years. I started Hoop Hospitality about 5.5 years ago. So that's kind of it. I love basketball and I love helping kids, and it's just kind of developed into this great career. I'm blessed, honestly.
Now, I don't know if you remember, I used to work at the Thomas and Mack Center, and I see you all the time working with the kids.
Okay, Kev. Okay, yes, I do remember you. I heard you. I whatever, still remember me. I heard you. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I gave you some special treatment around Thomas and Mack, didn't I?
Yes, Thomas and Mack is my other home away from home for sure.
Okay. All right.
Perks, all about I heard you mention Mr. Gary Charles. Of course, he was on our show a couple months ago, and he's bringing his big tournament to Las Vegas, which is going to be broadcasted on ESPN, which is the first time it's actually happening, and it's also going to be a live period.
Yes, correct. Yes, so I'll be at that event also. That'll be at Gorman at the end of the month. So
nice.
Two little back. So yeah, big stuff.
Nice. That's what's up. So your award you're going to be given at halftime at one of the NBA Summer League games. Do you have the exact date so we can make sure we are there supporting you?
Yeah. It is the 6 p.m. game at Thomas and Mack on Tuesday, July 12th.
July. So next
Don't ask
Tuesday.
me who's playing, I'm not sure. I know it's not Jaden, though. I know that. It's not Jaden's game.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. That's what's up. So we're going to get...
But I will be going to his afterwards, for sure. I might have to run off the court and go, and I think he's playing in Cox right after that, but I'll have to double check. But, yeah.
Nice, man. I'm so excited for Jaden Hardy, man. Him and his brother, who's also going to be playing in the summer league as well. And I mean, that's huge for that family. Yeah, with the Cleveland Cavaliers. So kudos going out to the Hardy family, man. They both worked so very hard to get there and to finally have that moment. Have his dad. I mean, I'm sure he is. I mean, gloating and being proud of his boys.
Yes, he's super proud. Yes.
So going to get back to Mr. Peterson, you talk about this event, My J Supreme. How did that kind of how did you found that, organization? I know you guys do a lot of giving back with at-risk youth and things of that nature. How did you kind of form the foundation and start this whole foundation of My J Supreme? And what does My J Supreme actually mean?
So, well, Ms. Ballin, D, you think about it. J is synonymous with one thing in basketball, jump shot.
Yes, sir.
So how it started, I was coming out of one of the high schools. So another job that I have by day, I'm the deputy director of an intervention program here in Detroit, Michigan. So I was coming out of a high school, and a guy recognized me from playing back in the day. And what he said, he mentioned to me about this $250,000 competition that he thought my former high school could win. And now this is maybe 6 years ago now. And that tournament was the basketball tournament. Now it's up to $2 million, and it's on ESPN. But he came and caught me coming out the door, and he said that he thought our team could win it. Well, when I read the article, I read more into the article, I realized that that's a young man's sport. I couldn't compete with those guys. Some of those guys had just played in an NCAA tournament. So me and my college roommate, we started brainstorming, and we said, what can we do that will allow everybody to compete with minimal risk of injury? So we came up with maybe a 3-on-3, but then I got to thinking, well, you got to blow out a knee, blow out Achilles. Mm-hmm. And then we said, well, what about the three-pointer? Steph Curry has revolutionized the game. Let's do a three-point competition. And so we started doing our research 6 years ago, and we did not find a national one ever. We saw different ones in different cities, but none like this, where you would travel from one city to another with a first round, regional round, and a championship. So that's how My J Supreme came about. A guy recognized me, and my wheels got to turning, and we decided, let's do this competition.
So you say you're going to be hitting 8 cities, and of course it's going to be kicking off this Saturday here in Las Vegas. What other 8 locations or 7 locations are you going to actually be making stops in?
So we already kicked off in Detroit June 4th, but the cities are Detroit, Cincinnati, Atlanta, Tampa Bay. We consider that the East region. The West region is Dallas, Phoenix, Las Vegas, and LA. So we have them built in, and those are the 8 cities. And then those 4 people from each of those cities meet in the regional final. And then those 4 people come and meet in Las Vegas for the $25,000 winner take all. I got to add this really quick because y'all mentioned the Thomas and Mack Center. So one of our hometown heroes from Detroit who played at UNLV, we tied him into there. And his name is Anderson Hunt, the legendary Anderson Hunt.
Yeah, Hunt.
So what we're doing, so the winner of the competition in Vegas, because you in Vegas, you won $25,000. And then we'll say if you win, you get a chance to shoot against Anderson Hunt. So that's what we're doing. We're tying that all the way in.
Wow. It's interesting you say that because we had Anderson Hunt on our show as well. And we're talking about when they were going to do his induction into the Hall of Fame over at UNLV. And he talked about he was going to go to the gym and do some shooting because he has some money to be made. And now it comes full circle moment. This is the event he was talking about.
Is he going to be in the actual? Is he going to be in the actual competition?
No, they actually get to shoot against him.
He is going. Yeah, no, they'll get a chance. So, say for instance, whoever the winner is, they can say, "We'll ask them. You want to press 10,000 of your 25,000?"
Oh,
they may say, "Yeah." They say, "Yeah." and then out comes Anderson Hunt, and that's who they have to shoot against.
Wow.
I
That's
tell them
not
not
fair,
to.
man.
No.
That's
Plot twist.
that's so not fair.
I was like, no, let me leave. I'm gonna walk away with my 25 because
Right.
Hunt can shoot.
It's
Yeah,
like,
man.
It's like let's make a deal.
Yeah.
Like door number 1, door number 2.
Yeah.
You take it.
All in fun, though.
Yeah.
All in fun, though. That's going to be huge, man. So 18 and older is all you have to be. Is there a boys division and a girls division, or is everybody competing against each other?
Keep competing against each other because, in my opinion, Ballin D, I really think that a young lady is going to win a competition.
Whoa.
That's right. I'm with that. I like that energy. It is year of the woman.
And the reason is, see, I coach boys and girls once upon a time. And one thing about the young ladies, they rely on fundamentals. And that fundamental sound jump shot,
Yeah.
they can make shots consistently. Matter of fact, we have a young lady that's coming in from California.
Okay.
She's a social media internet influencer. Her name is Never Miss Allie. She's participating this weekend out in Las Vegas.
Never Miss Allie. Okay. That's what's up.
She's a TikTok sensation. She does this thing in a store out in Orange County, California, where if you came in, she'll bribe you into shooting against her, maybe for your shoes or to win some shoes out of the store. And she is very, very, very good.
That's what's up. Now, Valerie, I know you are connected to, all of the hoopers here in Las Vegas. Shouts out to the Bulldogs. They just had their huge high school all-star event. Any ladies or ballers, any shooters that you can think of that we may need to get in this tournament? Here's at No Plays Off Sports Talk, we may be willing to sponsor a shooter of two.
Ooh, I like that. I actually, Raphael doesn't know, but I actually have another influencer that's going to be participating.
Okay.
And I'm not
Wow.
going to say who it is, so y'all need to show up because he's putting in his $25.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, like he said, it can be anybody that hasn't had a pro contract. So, there's a lot of people like, oh, I got this Jay, and oh, I'm slept on, blah blah blah. Show up then. Like, come on, this is it. All these guys, oh, they slept on me, and all these girls, like, oh, nobody knows I can play. Come shoot, bring it.
Valerie, she's Ballin is right. We'll sponsor it. Check it out. If you know anybody, boy or girl, or young man or
We'll
lady,
do one each. We'll
that
do one
don't
boy,
have the
one girl.
money, we'll do it. We'll do one girl, one boy.
All right, cool. I'm gonna post it then.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's fair enough. One boy, one girl, and Valerie, I'll let you run it and I'll let you promote it and do all that, and we'll give you just go back to Raphael. I noticed you mentioned $25. Is there an admission fee for the players to actually get in to the contest, and what do they have to do to sign up? And are sign-ups still available?
Yes, actually, like as Valerie said, it's just a $25 entry fee. You can go to myjsupreme.com. You can sign up online, click on the city, and you can sign up there. But also on the day of the event, you can come in and you can actually pay at the door. We'll have our QR code right there. You can scan it and pay right there at the door if you decide to get in the competition late.
Nice. I went on the website. I saw they were asking for short sizes. They're going to be in t-shirts or some apparel, some gear for actually being involved as well, or what's the details on that?
Oh yeah, you automatically get a t-shirt for being in the competition. You got to be uniform because we promoting the brand, because we want to, and Ballin D, I think this is a bigger part of this because my real passion is about the youth. It's Valerie's. What we do, we decided that we wanted to raise funds for GBI and CBI programs, which is gang violence and community violence intervention programs.
Okay.
So this is the whole big push. We had the senseless violence in Chicago. As a matter of fact, I just received a text message. A Detroit police officer who was on our team, on our ceasefire Detroit team, just got shot maybe 2 hours ago. They just texted me and said he died.
Wow.
So it's this
Sorry to
type
hear
of
that.
senseless violence that we want to raise awareness, but more importantly, we want to have an impact. We want to be able to take our organizational skills and transfer them across different cities because our organization is #1 organization in the country dealing with GBI and CVI work. So that's what we're trying to do. And this basketball is just a carrot. This competition is just a carrot to shed that light and to be impactful across more than one community.
Well, sorry for your loss, buddy.
Condolences to that.
And I'm sure, all the blue around the country.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yes, sir.
Valerie, real quick, Valerie, I don't know what you did, but you got a guest on our page saying, hey, Valerie, his name is Brandon. You know Brandon?
You got some fans out there, Valerie.
There's a lot of Brandons of those 7,000. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I have to look. I'm better with like seeing a full name or a face. I'm not good with names.
All right, I ain't gonna put his last name out there. He might don't want his government name out there.
Right. That might not even be the real name, exactly.
Right.
That might be his code.
Trying to catfish old Val. I ain't doing no catfishing on our show, man.
That part, Ballin, you already know.
So Val, let's just talk about what you're doing, man. You're a part of Hoops Hospitality, and just talk about that organization, your involvement and your role in that, and some events that you're going to be actually bringing to Las Vegas in the near future.
So Hoop Hospitality, I basically kind of created that because I kept getting hired to facilitate events, kind of be the face of the event, help with logistics, hiring. So I really developed that company just so I could, honestly, I love helping these kids. Like a lot of these kids will tell you, like, I'll call them and be like, hey, can you come work this event? Can you come do scorekeeping? Can you come do this? I mean, anytime I've got some opportunities for these kids, because I know how it is when you want to make some money. And I mean, let's be honest, who wants to work 8 to 5? I didn't. That's why I want to do my own thing. So if I can create other opportunities for these kids to do something else that's related to basketball, because that's what I do, then that's my passion. That's my vision. And that's why I created the company. As far as doing other events, I have an event coming up in Dallas during Thanksgiving. It's going to be a girls event. I've got that coming up. Like I said, I got some stuff coming up at the end of the month where I'm helping out Grant Rice and Gary Charles with their event, with a big time event. I just got a text from somebody else that I'm working on an event that's actually coming here also called The Blueprint with Pro Insight and Ball Dogs. So I do a lot of partnering with Ball Dogs. In fact, that's where me and Raphael had met, was at the Ball Dogs All-Star event. So Ball Dogs does a lot of great things for the community as well. So I do a lot of stuff with Neil and his company, really just giving back to the community. So anything that comes up that I can help, I'm there. I'm everywhere. So
literally
whatever's available, I'll help. Yeah. Nice.
So I saw some advertisement for the Blue Insight event. Is that going to be a pro scouting event? What's the details in regards to what type of event that's going to be?
It's a combine. So the first day, I believe it's going to be a middle school combine. The second day is a high school combine. That's the only details I have.
Gotcha.
I can tell you that Matt with Pro Insight has great coverage. They've got a great team. They do a lot of good stuff. He's got an NBA background, so they do a lot of great events, which is why Ball Dogs is partnering with them and why I'll be a part of it as well. So
nice. That's what's up. So we've been getting some questions on our social media page. Mm-hmm. People want to know if you can give the website address again one more time, Raphael, in regards to where they can sign up, as well as where is the actual event going to be held here locally in Las Vegas? What's the location of the event?
Okay, it's going to be held at Durango High School, and that's 7100. That's West Dewey Avenue, and you can go to myjsupreme.com. M-Y, the letter J, supreme.com. Click on the city and sign up, and we'll be at Durango High School from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. And actually, our time got switched because they had to rent out the gym to Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah. I'm sure everyone's trying to practice around the city.
Well, yeah, we'll make room for NBA teams. That's all. Only the NBA teams. Oh, and UNL.
Yeah.
They're just.
There you go.
That's what's up. So we appreciate you all for joining us. And Kev, I don't know if you're free this Saturday, if you can make your way out.
I already got my plans.
Okay.
I'm going to Durango High School.
There it is. So we'll,
Yes.
Hey, Valley, meet me at the door. I ain't paying to get in.
I got you. I know you had me a couple times.
Exactly.
Up there. I got you.
Exactly.
So is there a mission for fans to come and watch? Is there a mission at the door or just a mission for signups?
Nope.
All $3.99.
And I bring my sponsorship for whoever you want to give it to.
Yes, I will reach out to you. I'm sure I'll have a couple people by the end, probably within an hour. It sounds like so.
Okay. Nice. Any last minute information you guys want to give? Any other insight in regards to My J Supreme? Some work that you guys have coming up, some events. Val, any other information you want to plug and give out before we let you all off the hook for the night?
I just want to say thank you, Ballin. I think you're doing a fabulous job. This podcast is amazing. We became close just in the last year or so.
Yeah.
And thank you for helping me out on Southwest too, by the way. Plug you.
I got
But yeah, like you're just doing a great job. Your amazing coverage with the Aces and the local sports and these kids is just is awesome. So we appreciate you.
We appreciate you, man. I couldn't do it without my sidekick Kev Ray, man. He keeps me on my toes, and whatever I need in regards to when I'm not here to fill in, he goes out to our community events. So we do a great job tag teaming. So it's all about getting the information out there. So
the 4 o'clock phone calls in the morning.
It's all worth it, man. Raphael, any last minute information you want to give about My J Supreme or about the event or your organization, your foundation?
Well, I just want to thank you again, Ms. Ballin D and Kev, because it's a great opportunity to give back and to have that impact in the community. And obviously, doing a podcast myself, you guys and girls are doing a great job, and it's just a wonderful show. I just love the energy. I would love to be in the studio one day.
Oh, come on by, man. Our engineer, man, at Gorilla Cross Studio here, man, he keeps the podcast going. He'll get you right. He'll get you tight. He does virtual podcasts as well. So, man, that's just a little plug for you, Quan.
There you go.
Safe travels to you, Raphael, when you get here, and we can't wait to see you on Saturday. And Val, I don't know if you're going to the Aces game, but I'll see you around. I know there's a tournament this weekend.
Yeah, I'm not going to make it. I had 2 free tickets too, and I passed them up.
Okay.
I'm actually at Huntrick right now. I stepped outside because the reception's bad in there to do this, and I got to go back in and get these kids ready for this weekend. I'm helping run a tournament this weekend too on top of this, so I'm kind of, me.
Oh, as always. As always. All right, you all. We appreciate you all, and we'll talk with you soon, all right?
Thank you so much, guys.
All right.
Saturday.
Yes,
you.
indeed.
Hey, Mr. Raphael, before you go, I'm going to have to come have a drink with you at the house, man. In the studio there.
Ain't no doubt about it. Hey, Chi-Town is always welcome in the D.
You ain't saying nothing. The same, vice versa.
My man, I sure appreciate it.
I love it, man. Good people, man. Val, she's good people, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy when you talk about networking and building those relationships, man. We just used to see her around town all the time. Anything that was basketball associated, high school, whatever, she was always there. And we just recently connected within the last year or so, and we've
every
been
basketball event.
She's there.
Girls
ladies, or boys,
ladies, and men at the UNLV at the Thompson-Maxson. She's there.
Everywhere.
Summer league, high school football, whatever's there, she's there.
Yeah, good people, man. Good people. So we got about 15 minutes to talk about some of the hot topics that are happening in the world of sports. The San Jose Sharks, the NHL, they're actually making history. Of course, they have been working over the last couple years or so to try to keep their lead diversified. So they are actually expected to make history and hire Mr. Mike Greer. He is expected to be named the new general manager.
No, he's been named.
Oh, it is official now.
Yeah.
All right. He is the official general manager of the San Jose Sharks of the National Hockey League.
Before this?
He used to play. He played with 4 different teams around the league. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was a good guy. His whole family is connected. I believe one of his brothers. Now you know.
But I had to look it up.
Yeah.
I was like, did he even play?
Yeah.
Because I had to look up how many brothers played hockey.
He becomes the first black general manager in NHL history.
Yeah, when they did, I thought it was Brian Salmon when I saw the press conference. I was about to congratulate him. I don't know. It looked like Brian Salmon. My
bad. Yeah, man. He played 14 seasons in the NHL himself. He was a forward.
1,060 games.
Yeah, played for 4 different teams. He was an NHL scout from 2014 to 2018. He was a coaching assistant with New Jersey from 2018 to 2020. And he made an announcement. He says he plans to leave a footprint and open doors for so many others. And he's not taking his role lightly. And, I mean, it's a great start for him. I love it, man.
Do you know how I'm wishing he can just turn that whole organization around and make them some winners year after year after year?
It's kind of a bittersweet moment because, the San Jose Sharks and our Vegas Golden Knights, they kind of have a relationship that's kind of bittersweet. We don't really
but we can still root for him.
Okay, that's true. That's true. Yeah. That's true.
We don't have to root for when they play the Golden Knights.
We can still go for our Golden Knights. That is true.
Right.
Okay, I got you, Kev. You're right. You're right. We can support the brother, man. Absolutely. I got you. Some NFL news just real quick. The family of Demaryius Thomas came out and said that, of course, he passed away last December at the young age of 33 years old. His family came out. They donated his brain for some research purposes, and they came out yesterday and said that the family researchers found that he was suffering from CTE. Of course, he was stage 2 of CTE, which we know is a chronic brain disorder or kind of disease, and stage 4 is the highest stage of that disease, which is with Alzheimer's and the Parkinson's disease kind of come into play. But so many NFL players are actually suffering in silence with CTE damages, and his family said, there was some signs that they kind of noticed before he passed away. He did suffer from seizures, and researchers say there's no research that shows that CTE and seizures, have a cause and effect with each other, and it cannot cause sudden death. But the family said, there are some signs of him suffering from CTE that was actually noticed prior to him passing away.
Yeah, but did you see the movie with Will Smith as a doctor?
I did not.
Check that movie out.
What is it called?
I can't remember.
Concussion. Okay.
Right. It'll give you a lot of information on that. They didn't want to check. They didn't want to test for it. They didn't want it. The NFL, but you can't just blame the NFL, because before it came out, kids was getting hit in the head as 8-year-olds, 6 years old.
Yeah.
And then they went from 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 to 10 to high school to college.
Constantly.
Think about how many times they got hit.
Which it brings us to the conversation of, how early is it okay that you start these young kids with this whole football career, this Pop Warner and, things of that nature? How early, how soon is too soon?
And we as adults sit back and look at it and say, ooh, what a great hit.
Yeah, we had the conversation
adults
here.
saying that about kids.
Yeah.
And if you notice, a lot of football players' sons are playing flag football and not contact football.
Yeah. There was a hit, I think late last year, you had showed us a video of a hit. I mean, that was a monstrous hit on a youngster. He had to be no older than 8 or 9 years old. Yeah, and like you said, we were like, oh.
Adults.
Yeah.
And we supposed to be protecting these kids.
That's tough.
But anyway.
That's tough.
That's another story.
So again, prayers out to, again, that whole, the Thomas family, again, gone way too soon. So, it's a conversation that needs to be had. And, what do we do to try and, fix that and, kind to make it, what can we do in regards to when it comes to CTE?
We want to see
answers.
We want to see tackle football.
You want to see great football. You want to see the good hits.
Because the NFL,
but
I think they
at
had
the cost.
They paid, I think it was $1 billion into this. So now you could see that that helmet to helmet stuff, they stopping it. They flagging you for it. But you still getting hit. Them grown men running at each other.
Yeah, ouch. Yeah. Your guy, man. Baker Mayfield is on the move. Of course, he was very disgruntled and unhappy in Cleveland, and he got what he asked for today. They actually traded him off and shipped him off to the Carolina Panthers. And Baker Mayfield is on the go.
Carolina Panthers gave Cleveland what he was worth, a 5th-round draft pick.
You know what?
1 5th-round draft pick.
Was it really that serious? I mean, I guess he was unhappy, not having a lot of success in Cleveland for whatever reason. But, I mean, you get possibly a 4th round, possibly a 5th-round draft pick just to say, get out of here. We're done with you.
It might go up to 4, but even still. There's a lot of players that got picked in the 4th round that didn't even make the team. But I'll give you this. He's a good backup quarterback.
So
what you got to look at is your backup quarterbacks in case your quarterback get hurt.
And you say that because Sam Darnold is still in
I'm sure they're going to have a competition.
I'm sorry, Carolina.
I'm sure they're going to have a competition.
So this is the second time they've actually been battling it out. When they both were the number 1 draft picks coming out of college, they were battling to see who, was going to be the number 1 draft pick. So here they are battling it out again. No starter has officially, so although it is early been announced to say who's going to actually be starting. They also drafted a quarterback, I believe, this NFL draft as well,
but
in the 3rd round.
He ain't gonna be ready yet. But now you have 3
So you think at best he's a backup quarterback? Well, you don't think he's good enough to take the starting job?
You think he's gonna be O'Donnell? So if he do, they
They
one
can
of the
switch
kind.
off, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe that's what they should do. You take the first 2 hikes, and I bring in, Baker Mayfield. He get the second 2. If we don't have to punt.
Yeah. Well, the Panthers, they're going to pay $4.8 million of his salary.
Right.
The Browns are going to pay $10 million. He's going to, make up the remainder $18 million, of course, in incentives of things of that nature. He can also earn some money back based on his performance and the team performance. So all this is pending towards, he has a successful physical.
Mm-hmm.
No drama comes out of that. But, I mean,
Oh, you know that always happened. They had a physical. We can't make this trade.
The crazy stat that I did find about, this, him and Sam Darnold, they have the most interceptions in the NFL since they entered the league back in, I think it was 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Mayfield has 58. Darnold has 52. Wow. And they're going to,
who's after?
and who's going to get, and after that is Jared Goff with 49. Jameis Winston, 47, and Josh Allen with 46.
Wow.
Browns and Panthers, they go head-to-head week 1 in Carolina.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. We'll check it out.
We'll see.
But who's going to be the quarterback for the Browns?
Who is there even their backup quarterback?
I don't know.
Who is it?
Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett.
Oh, yeah. So he's going to be
about him.
He got to be the starter right now. And do they have a backup quarterback?
Do they got a backup to the backup? Wow.
Deshaun's probably going to start.
I haven't seen him in
Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Watson.
Oh, he is in Cleveland.
He's not going to start. I think he's going to get a whole.
He's not getting the whole year. There's no way.
How long I've been saying I think he's going to get a whole year?
I totally forgot about Mr. Watson.
Huh?
He won't.
So what you think? He going to play some games and then get suspended? He's getting suspended.
So you think Deshaun Watson is actually going to be named the starter week 1?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a guess. That's a Quan guess.
That's a huge bet there.
Your guess of him being out for a whole year is a guess too.
It is.
That's what we do in sports radio. We guess a lot of stuff.
You're right.
And sometimes we get it right and look cool.
But I don't think he will be. They got to give him something.
They have to do something.
Now, look, even if they don't give him a year, I'm saying
he's going to get
At
some
first,
games.
I thought it was 4 games, and then it got worse and worse and worse. I think
he already missed a whole year because of all this.
No.
He did.
He missed a year because they didn't play him. That not because he was
not
suspended.
because of the drama that was going on behind the scenes with this.
So
why didn't they play him?
I don't know why they didn't play him, but they should have played him because they had to pay him because they decided not to play. He got paid. In this suspension, let's say it's 6 games. He's not going to get paid those 6 games. He got paid the whole year last year. So he'll be suspended
without pay is what you're saying is going to be the difference.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well,
let's
see.
take that out of taxes, and then he still is getting paid.
He still gets some type of income.
He signed a $230 million contract. He's good.
Yeah, but he got to get
a
them
whole lot
girls
of people
some
upset, man.
But he got to get them girls some of it. He settled. Don't forget, he settled with.
And he has a couple
girls.
more to still settle, right?
Yeah.
2 more, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
And one of them is holding out.
Holding out?
Just holding out.
Oh, holding out. I thought
holding
out.
Oh, you know
most
what?
Most of them been holding out the whole time
You know
to get all
what?
this dude's money.
I'm not doing
I see
either
what
of
you
you.
did. I see what you did with that.
There are some reports that the NBA G League, the Ignite, could be moving to Las Vegas to play at the new Dollar Loan Arena Center in Henderson. So it'd be interesting to have welcome another, professional team. They are the development team of the NBA. So that's always exciting when we can get more basketball and more sports here in our city. I'm always down for that. As we mentioned earlier, the NBA Summer League is arriving here in Las Vegas tomorrow, July 7th through the 17th, featuring all 30 NBA teams. And the number 2 overall pick yesterday, man, Mr. Ted Holmgren, he had a great kickoff in Salt Lake City to his debut, 23 points.
So the Salt Lake City, which is on right now, I believe.
Yes.
Is that like the junior Summer League compared to the?
Because they all don't play.
No,
they're all not playing in Salt Lake City or in.
They only have
but
like
they're all
18.
playing here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, they're all in Vegas.
And there's also one in California happening right now as well.
And that one just ended, I believe, too. But yeah, they've been doing those for a while, so they're just small. Because the California one used to be a lot bigger.
And they only play like 2.
Because they get to come here.
The California one was only the California teams playing.
Okay.
Then the Salt Lake one, then the Orlando one doesn't exist anymore. But Vegas is, the main summer league now.
Everybody wants to come to Vegas, man.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to come to Vegas. Real quick, though, we got to talk about the crazy story we mentioned. The volleyball coach for Grambling State, she came in and she was hired as the new coach, and she came in and completely cleaned house. She snatched all the players' scholarships away, kicked them all off the team, and said she's coming in and she wants to start fresh. Well, there's been a huge turn of events for her. There was this huge investigation that they're having, this internal investigation, and she's been fired. She was officially let go, and she said that she was fired with no warning, no discussion, no regard.
What did she do?
She doesn't know. She said that she went to the athletic director and was saying that she was being treated unfair. She didn't like the treatment that she was receiving, and next thing you know, she gets a notification that you've been terminated. She's like, well, why? What? And she says she hasn't received any details. She is going to be, of course, coming back with her lawyers and
of course
things of that nature. But I 2 months after school president fired, they hired this and brought this lawyer in to have this investigation into the volleyball team for whatever reason. She came and requested a meeting to discuss that she don't feel she's been treated fairly, and now days later they're like, okay, you're out.
So
But a lot of people were saying, well, she deserved it. But the good news is all those players that were actually kicked off the team,
they can bring them back.
They're returning to the team. They're going to, even the walk-ons as well. Their scholarships are going to be, they'll receive their scholarships back as well.
Okay. So they're looking for a coach.
They are going to be doing a national search now for a new coach. There are some rumors that she, cleaned house because she was trying to get she came from the SWAC conference. Some people were saying that she was trying to
steal some of their players.
Yeah. So some say there was some, questionable stuff going on about that, but people say she got what she deserves, and I never want to see nobody fired. But
I'm gonna sneak your name in coach's box.
You know what? Volleyball is one sport I could never get with.
But she's surprised she got fired.
Yeah.
Without notice. These players didn't get notice. They were getting their scholarships pulled.
That's why they saying she got what she deserved.
They got to welcome. Here's your new coach.
So she's acting surprised. Come on, you know why you got. Because honestly, like the kids probably could have got lawyers too. Like, why we just get our?
Yeah.
And the school knows that.
Yeah.
They're like, no, we're not doing.
We're not gonna take that.
That's not happening.
Yeah. She can't tell me. She got rid of everybody.
All of them. Every single player.
Me 2 or 3 of them could have helped her win.
No.
Yeah. That's the reason why.
Yeah.
Because like Quan said, they probably got some lawyers and they don't want this all.
Probably knew that lure up and they had some issues on their hands.
See, you wouldn't want to be.
See ya. Bye. Don't want to be ya. Congratulations going out to Maya Moore. Of course, she stepped out from the WNBA to pursue freeing her now husband, Mr. Jonathan Irons. And now they announced that they had a baby boy back in February. So that story continues to grab my heart. Every update that we get, she freed him. She stepped away from basketball. She freed him. He was, wrongfully convicted. She freed him. They got married. Now they have a baby. And now I think she should come back to the WNBA. She's been gone, I think, 5 years from the league. But, I mean, you talk about a 4-time WNBA, she played 8 years, a 4-time WNBA champion.
So that's 13 years.
Olympic medalist.
You think she still got it? 5 years gone from the game is a
natural,
lot.
Man. She's a dog. I think I would love to see her come back. Nonetheless, I would love to see her inducted into the Women's Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
I'm
congratulations. I love to see it, man. I love to see it. Some reports say that Skylar Diggins-Smith from the Phoenix Mercury, they are exploring some trades to get rid of her out of Phoenix. Of course, she made the tweet about her coach, called her coach a clown because her coach said that, Diana Taurasi was not selected as an all-star. So there's no real all-star game that's going to be happening in Chicago if Diana Taurasi is not an all-star. And Skylar Diggins, basically tweeted a clown emoji, and that's taken off. So now they say they have been exploring some trades to get rid of Skylar Diggins.
Do you think she should be on All-Star?
Diana Taurasi? Skylar Diggins has been having a great season.
She is a reserve, though, right?
No, she's not at all.
I thought I read she was going to be like a reserve.
No. She didn't make the starting or the reserve.
It's the first time for everything.
She's been having an inconsistent season. Yeah. I mean, she's gotten more technicals than points.
Oh, she's the biggest crybaby in the league right now. Oh.
So we'll see how that all unfolds and see if, Skylar Diggins, will she actually end up? Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi, some great news for her. They landed on the cover of NBA 2K 23 WNBA edition. So this is the second edition that happened. Of course, last year, if you recall, the girl Candace Parker made history as being the first woman on the cover of the NBA 2K game. So kudos going out to Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird, who's also going to be wrapping up her career after this season as well. So kudos going out to those ladies.
They're going to be missing some big names next year.
Yeah. But the turning of the time, man, you talk about.
I mean, you're getting some big names too.
Ryan Howard in Atlanta, she's having a phenomenal season. Nneka Ogwumike, she's still, being very dominant. So, it's just passing the torch. Passing the torch. It happens, man. Brittany Griner, we're still having that conversation. Kind of some good developments if you can take the positive with, what we're getting so far.
Yeah.
Of course, on the 4th of July, it was reported that Brittany Griner, she wrote a letter to President Joe Biden and expressed her concerns in regards to still being detained over in Russia, saying, how fearful she was. She felt terrified. She felt alone. She misses her family. She misses her wife. She misses her Olympic jerseys. And, I guess the 4th of July, her father is a veteran. And on the 4th of July, they have big, huge family celebrations. And for her to think that she's not able to celebrate with her family. So she just expressed, please don't, leave me alone. Please don't forget about me. I know you guys are dealing with a lot. You got a lot of things going on, but please don't forget about me. Do everything you can to exhaust your efforts to try and free myself as well as other wrongfully detained individuals who are detained abroad. So some good news is the letter did reach President Joe Biden's desk. And today there was some reports that he had a conference call. President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris, they had a conference call with Brittany Griner's wife, and they assured her that they are working, tireless to do everything they can and exhaust all resources to provide whatever she needs and to do everything they can thus far within their realm to try and free her and get her back home safe.
Yeah, I read somewhere where he was going to write her.
Yeah,
back.
They were saying that he was expected to
President Biden.
President Biden was expected to write Brittany Griner a letter that was expected to possibly be delivered today. So Brittany Griner's wife saying, it's not what she wants so far, but she's no longer going to be quiet. She's no longer but going to be silent. She's going to be speaking
that's
out.
Why the wheels start rolling. You know that, right?
Absolutely.
Because she ain't being quiet.
Yeah, she's been very vocal lately within the last couple of weeks. And Brittany Griner, her trial resumes tomorrow, and we'll see.
Well, we already know what's going to happen,
unfortunately. So we'll see how that all turns out.
Supposedly, 99% of the people that go to trial in Russia is convicted.
Yeah,
99. That's a lot.
And they say that in order for her to have any, excuse me, that was disgusting, to have any overturn or anything of that nature, she has to actually be convicted and actually plead guilty for her to have any kind of negotiations for her to be swapped and things of that nature. Yeah. The whole Russian thing is they do whatever they want to do in their own courts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that way they can switch out, because I think it's somebody here that they want. We have a Russian, and they want him. So if she's convicted and she's like a criminal, a prisoner, and they ain't a prisoner of war because we ain't at war with them. So I don't know what
political pawn is what they're calling it. Yeah. So continue to lift up Brittany Griner and her family and send some positive energy to them. Congratulations again go to Las Vegas' very own Troy Brown Jr. signed with the Los Angeles Lakers. Bryce Hamilton, former UNLV basketball player, he got some time with the Miami Heat yesterday. I think he had like 9 points and 7 rebounds. So you'll get a chance to catch him playing in the NBA Summer League. Got to say a huge congratulations going out to everyone who celebrated, man. If you are winning in this season, man, we are in the 7th month of 2022 already. Can you believe that, Kev?
Almost at
flying
the middle
by.
Of it, right.
Flying by. Right. Happy birthday going out to my cousin, man, Deshaun. He is celebrating his birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday to him. Kev, are you inside the locker room tomorrow, sir?
I am inside the locker room, but before we get out of here, I got to say special birthday out to my mother, 83 years old.
Nice. She looks good for 83, man.
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm 59 and a half, and I wouldn't have had another mother other than her. I had the best mother for these 59 years that you can have, and hopefully she lived long.
So you do this whole singing thing. Are you singing?
No.
Oh, no. Kev Ray? No. What? You got it. Did you at least do it inside the locker room?
No. And
Come
inside the
on,
locker room
Kev.
tomorrow at 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Horrible son you are, man.
But I did it to her on the phone this morning.
Okay, all right. That's
well,
cool.
on FaceTime.
All right, I'll take that.
That's what we did.
I'll take that. We appreciate you all for joining us. Shout out going out to Raphael as well as my girl Valerie. We'll see you on Saturday over at Durango High School. We are headed to check out our Las Vegas Aces. Tip off 7 o'clock versus the New York Liberty. We love you
Let's
for
go,
absolutely
Aces.
free. Share our live feed. We appreciate you all. We'll see you next week.
Deuces.
Peace.